Well, here we are, central BC. We had snowfall overnight. We've got, looks like about 2.5, 3 inches of snow on the ground out here with Jackson. So Jackson, what are you hoping to find today?
A deer.
What kind of deer?
Mule deer.
Out here with Jackson. Trying to get him his first deer, hiking around up here, up in the mountains, hoping for the best. Squirrel. It's a busy weekend, so there's been lots of hunters out, so we're just out here hiking through the snow. I've seen some fresh tracks, but nothing too much yet. It's hard to say. They might have just hunkered down for the night with the snow, but gotta get out off the road, get into the bush, find the deer, get away from the other hunters. We were up in this spot earlier this week, so we know there's lots of good game trail in here. We found some rubs. We're actually just walking a big circle around the peak of a mountain. Amazingly, we haven't seen any bluegrass today. We saw our dog flushed a bunch last week in this exact spot, so we'll see. But Jackson was able to take a nice big bluegrass last week in here, or last time up here, so I'll throw up a pic of that. Right here on this tree, you can see an old buck rub right here. This is the area we hiked earlier this week, or last week, one of the two. We found a few old rubs and stuff in here, and lots of good game trail, but not seeing any fresh track today on this side. We left the truck, we did, so we're gonna circle back around to the truck now and see what we find. And we found another old rub, so they're obviously older. These could be from the rut last year or the spring before. I wouldn't say they were from this spring, so be a spot to watch here in another month when they start to rut. This is our my second season hunting this area since we moved here last year. So I'm still learning the area, but when I scout an area, I'm looking for good trails and rubs, a sign that there's good deer here. Once I know an area with lots of sign, just focusing on it, keep an eye on the sign, trying to read it, figure out what it's telling me. Like, is it early season? Is it late season? Sign, what is it? Here's another rub that looks, maybe it was from this spring. Let's see if I can switch the camera. Here's that rub. Now I get a little closer, it's definitely not fresh, and it's not newer. It's probably maybe spring or last fall, so I'm thinking maybe this is maybe we found wintering ground. Definitely everywhere we look in here, there's old buck rubs around on these trees, so I think this is more of a wintering ground. Be a spot to hit in the spring looking for sheds. But we'll also test Steve's theory from howtohunt.com. He says, look for the biggest mature timber on a hillside. Head there and you'll find beds. I've been looking here today. There's lots of mature timber on this mountainside, but I'm not seeing any beds right now. But that could be that they're not here yet. The deer might not have moved in yet if this is where they're wintering. Just like that, our luck has changed. We got a fresh set of tracks, definitely fresh dropping there. And that for sure is a deer bed. So either we might have just pushed him off it, or he's out trying to warm up in the sun. I just found another deer bed right here. There's definitely something, definitely deer here, so keep looking. Okay, we circled around. We're on a high point above where those two deer beds were, and look into a hole through here and maybe either see where he's gone through or see him go through the winds that are back. So anything down there is going to smell us way before we get down there, but it doesn't mean they won't pop out an opening here where I can see. So we're just going to sit here for a little bit, but there's too much snow in the timber that there's no way we're going to sneak up on a mule deer and that kind of stuff. So the best bet's to hope he comes out where we got a higher vantage where we can look down at him. Oh, we didn't see any sign of those deer, so we're hiking back out to the truck. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Doe and 3 fawns sitting on this hill on our way out. Spotted these doe and 2 fawns up here working up the hillside.